Students, today we will read page 90 of chapter 7, Understanding Marginalization, class 8. Not all Muslims may wear a burqa, sport, or long beard, wear a phase, and these become ways to identify all Muslims. Because of this, they tend to be identified differently, and some people think they are not like the rest of us. Often, this becomes an excuse to treat them unfairly and discriminate against them. Do you remember reading in class 7th book about how the Ansaris were finding it difficult to rent a house? This social marginalization of Muslims in some instances has led to them migrating from places where they have lived, often leading to the mm, ghettoization of the community. Sometimes this prejudice leads to hatred and violence. I live in Muslim dominated area. Some days back during Ramzan, there was some disturbance that started taking a communal outlook. My brother and I had gone for for iftar party in the neighborhood and were dressed in traditional clothes. That is sherwani and salwar kameez respectively. On returning home, my brother and I were asked clothes to jeans to change our clothes to jeans and t-shirt. Now, when everything is fine, I wondered what was the reason that we were asked to change our clothes and why I didn't find it odd. Where were our clothes giving away our identity, and this is that identity linked to all kinds of fears and discrimination. In the above section of this chapter, we saw how, in the case of the Muslim community, there is a link between economic and social marginalization. Either in this chapter, you read about the situation of Adivasis. Earlier in this chapter, you read about the situation of Adivasis. In your class 7th book, you read about the unequal status of women in India. The experiences of all these groups points to the fact that marginalization is a complex phenomenon requiring a variety of strategies, measures, and safeguards to redress this situation. All of us have a stake in protecting the rights defined in the Constitution and the laws and policies framed to realize these rights. Without these, we will never be able to protect the diversity that makes our country unique or realize the state's commitment to promote equality for all. The above essay has been written by the child around your age. What do you think she is trying to convey? So we have read this page. Now we can understand in हिंदी. इस पेज में बताया गया कि कुछ मुस्लिम लोगों की पहचान उनके कपड़ों, नाम, भाषा और परंपराओं से हो जाती है, जैसे बुर्का, दाढ़ी, शेरवानी आदि। इस पहचान के कारण लोग उन्हें अलग समझते हैं, उनके साथ भेदभाव होता है, घर किराए पर नहीं मिलता, उन्हें अलग बस्तियों में रहना पड़ता है। इसे गेटोकरण कहते हैं। कभी कभी नफरत और हिंसा भी हो जाती है। एक बच्ची का अनुभव। एनी एक फारूकी नाम की लड़की अपना अनुभव बताती है। वह मुस्लिम बहुल क्षेत्र में रहती है। रमजान के दौरान सांप्रदायिक तनाव हुआ। वह और उसका भाई इफ्तार पार्टी में पारंपरिक कपड़ों में गए। घर लौटते समय उन्हें कपड़े बदलने को कहा गया। बाद में वह सोचती है कि क्या हमारे कपड़े हमारी पहचान बता रहे थे? क्या वही पहचान डर और भेदभाव से जुड़ी थी? इससे पता चलता है कि पहचान कभी कभी डर का कारण भी बन जाती है। इस पूरे अध्याय का मुख्य संदेश क्या है? मुसलमान, आदिवासी और महिलाएं हाशिए पर रहे हैं। हाशियाकरण मार्जिनलाइजेशन एक जटिल समस्या है। संविधान और कानून समानता की रक्षा करते हैं। हमें भारत की विविधता और एकता को बनाए रखना चाहिए। फिर हाशियाकरण का अर्थ है कि किसी समुदाय को समाज के किनारे कर देना और उन्हें समान अवसरों से वंचित करना, marginalization. So we have read this page. Now I have made the notes of this page. Identity and discrimination. This page explains that some Muslims can be identified because of their dress, names, language, or traditions like burqa, beard, sherwani, fez, etc. Because of the visible identity, some people treat them differently. They may face discrimination. They may not get houses on rent. They may be forced to live in separate areas called ghettoization. Sometimes this and discrimination leads to hatred and violence. So first topic was identity and discrimination. Then second topic is the real life experience, essay by Annie A. Faruqi. A girl shares her experience. She lives in a Muslim dominated area. During Ramzan there was a communal tension. She and her brother attended an iftar party wearing traditional clothes, sherwani and salwar kameez. When returning home they were asked to change into jeans and t-shirts. Later she wonders were their clothes showing their identity. Was that identity linked with fear and discrimination? Why did she not find it strange at that time? This shows how identity can sometimes become reason for fear in the society. This was the second point of this page. And third point is the main message of this chapter. The chapter says Muslims, Adivasis and women have faced marginalization. Marginalization is a complex problem. We need laws, rights and constitutional safeguards to protect equality. Everyone has responsibility to protect diversity and equality in India. India is unique because of the diversity and we must respect all communities. Now, important terms of the for students. Terms: marginalization मीनिंग समाज से अलग कर देना, डिस्क्रिमिनेशन भेदभाव, घेटोइजेशन किसी समुदाय को अलग इलाके में सीमित कर देना, कम्युनल टेंशन सांप्रदायिक तनाव. क्वेश्चन आंसर फॉर एग्जाम. व्हाट इज घेटोइजेशन? It is a process where a community is forced to live in separate areas due to discrimination. Why is marginalization a complex issue? Because it is linked to social, economic and political factors and requires laws and safeguards to solve it. Marginalization means pushing a group of people to the edge of the society by denying them equal rights. So we have completed this page 90 today, and tomorrow is the last page of this chapter.